So, welcome. So, basically, this is a recording of me trading in the past. So, I'm just going to record my trading session. Basically, you're just going to watch me trade. I'm not going to talk a lot. So, yeah. So, if I find some trading levels, or better to say, some trade entries, or where I'm thinking to enter a trade, I am going to talk about it before I enter, or at least after I enter. But yeah, so as I already said, I'm not going to talk a lot. If I see something on the footprint, I'm going to say something. So yeah. So before I forget to say this, I'm watching currently the Bund uh, and the CB. So basically, Bund, 30-year Treasury, and the EURO STOXX 50. Those are the three markets I'm currently watching. You can see right here that what DOM it is. So here's the yen, the euro, the Swiss, the Shats, the Buxel, and the Bubble. Yeah, here's the 2 year right here. This is the 5 year, 10 year. I have some DOMs right here, but you are not seeing this. But yeah, basically what I'm watching now is a breakout out of 33 on the bund, because we have some high delta on the footprint, or at least um, on the previous candles we are seeing some high negative and positive delta, and the bund couldn't really make a breakout. So we can see on the 3040s we have a big order, big limit order sitting right here. On the 3027s we have another big order. So yeah, just watching how many contracts are currently being traded. Um, so before uh, so just so you know, the Swiss market and the bond have a negative correlation, or at least I have noticed so. The yen and the bond have a positive correlation. The euro and the bond have a negative correlation. But just so you know, this doesn't mean that if the euro is falling, uh, that the bond is going to um, have an uptrend. Okay, so I'm just using this as confirmation, or just looking uh, how the market reacts to certain events and stuff like that. Okay, the ask side is getting a bit weak. We have a bit of a skew right here, 9,700 contracts and 7,000 right here. So a bit of manipulation going on in the market. Okay, we're seeing a small spoof right here. Now I'm basically just watching how many contracts are going through and if this has a big impact. Okay, so we saw as the market pushed through 34s that the buyers aggressively bought the market but couldn't really push the market further up. Okay, coming back into the zone. Oh, so, and just so you know, the 30-year Treasury is currently sitting on a key market level, so I'm also watching that. Okay, those three currencies are rising currently, so it's pretty good, or at least if you want to short it. So again, skew right here of 1000 contracts, so could try to short it, just now trying to see how much contracts are going or at least are hitting the ask in a bit. But we can see on the 36s that there is a spoofer, because yeah, just tick down, and again those 1000 contracts are just trying to spoof the market down. So we could try to long it, but with the currencies rising it's a bit risky, or at least the Swiss market is falling, could indicate for another push up, but because we have a skew right here, it's a bit risky, but yeah. Okay, 100 contracts hitting into 35s. Okay, some aggressive buying on the treasuries. Basically, what I'm thinking, if you are trying to long this market, um, your take profit could be at 39s because then you could even front run this order right here. So, okay. Sellers are still trying to push the market or at least hold the market down on the Bund. Okay, aggressive buying coming in. I mean, could try to front run this. I mean, here is a spoofer, so we could try to, or at least this could mean that, okay, now not, but what I wanted to say is if the spoofer is, or would be, um, pushing his limit order further down, that this could indicate he's trying to get his fills on the bid, but it seems like that's not going to happen, and he's trying to, in general, spoof the market down. But still, there's some heavy buying on the treasuries and on the bund, or at least above the 34s and 16s. Okay. Okay, now you could try to hit that. Come on. 30, 35 and 36s. Could try to hit that. Because um, at 34s, we had a big seller coming in with 900 contracts. And yeah, Treasury is pushing higher. Yen is still at its lows. But at 37s, there isn't really a lot of buying going on right now. So quickly open, just trying to open TradingView because I want to see how the yields are currently trading. Okay, still everything is pushing down. So yeah, that's pretty bullish for the bund. Okay, still a skew of 1,000 on the bund. Okay, the Nasdaq is pushing down right now. So yeah, the Euro Stocks could have a quick downtrend. Okay, in terms of delta, the Bund printed 2 minutes ago a 5-minute candle that has a negative delta of 997. So if it basically breaks its low or its high, that it's that is sitting at 38 and it's low at 33, we could potentially have a trading setup. Okay, EURO STOXX rallying down a bit. If it breaks 43s, we could potentially have another trading setup. But still heavy hitting in the EURO STOXX with 150. Okay, now 160. So pretty heavy hitting. DAX isn't pushing that strongly. Okay, now it got down below 43s. Let's see what the DAX is doing. Okay. Okay, it really isn't pushing down that strongly. Just watching the correlated markets right now. I mean, Nasdaq is just having its small little range. Yeah. Okay, now pushing down. Yeah, now we got the push. Well, just missed the trade right here on the EURO STOXX, but that happens. Shit. I didn't get my... I want to enter at 38. Not really a great entry from... Yeah. It's going to be a loser probably. But if 37th is going to be traded, I'm probably going to exit, because the reason why I entered this trade is because as we pushed, or at least went bid at 38, a limit of 1,000 contracts came in. I mean, it is a spoof, don't get me wrong, but basically, yeah, this could be a breakout setup. At least that's how I trade breakouts on the bund. And yeah. Okay, now we want to see what happens right here. Okay. Yeah, just going to exit that. Yeah, a bad trade from my side. We could have front run the 40s, didn't do that. Now it's a bit risky to do this because the market's hit that again. This could break. So yeah. Okay, just front running the order by 2 ticks. Okay, bit of a fight going on at 37s, don't want to anticipate it. Okay, but we can see on the volume profile right here, 2,700 contracts were being traded at 39s, and there is just a 1,300 orders sitting at 40s. So small little breakout wouldn't be that bad. So basically, what we are trying to do right now is to see how this order is going to be traded out, and just look for 1 to 2 ticks, nothing much. But currently, still front runners, still stronger than the buyers. But yeah, just see what the market does, trade with it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of front running a order 10,000 times, because it's pretty much just bullshit what you're doing. Because a great example is if you hit a let's say, I don't know, a monitor, okay? Because oh no, a window. Okay, let's take a window, because I mean, who hits his monitor? But basically what I mean is, if you hit a window like 1 time, okay, and it doesn't break, this and then you hit it 2 times, 5 times, okay, let's say 5 times. uh, does the window become stronger if you hit it 5 times? I don't think so, okay? So that's what I find interesting about support and resistance, okay? I mean, I am a breakout trader, don't get me wrong, but um I see a lot of times when traders are saying, "Oh yeah, this hit my resistance 5 times. It's very strong, okay? Now I'm going to short it." No, that's pretty dumb, okay? I mean, if you are using the DOM and a footprint, uh, and you're seeing that the market will probably go down, okay, I understand that. But basically, what I want to say is that if you try to front run an order, it's not going to hold very long, okay? So that's why I'm not trading uh, this a third time, okay? So yeah, okay, now getting stronger. 2,000 contracts were quickly shown. This could maybe indicate that there is a buyer that is, or that will buy shortly. So okay, but we see the front runners are starting to weaken. This is good. But we can see value is at 39 because there is some strong hitting. Yeah, okay, spoofer, uh, or at least the market participant pulled small chunk of his original order. Okay, 10 contracts, not that much. Okay, what we saw right here is the players weren't that strong. Okay, so that's why we blip down right now. Okay, or at least they didn't want to buy at 40s. That's basically it. But we can see the sellers are not that weak, okay? Because now we saw that 38, 500 and something contracts were trading the bid out. I think you call it like you can call it like this, but yeah. What I've just noticed is you could have even uh, you had a small little fade set up um, on the Euro stocks. What we can see is that 5,700 contracts, or at least people, yeah, let's call it contracts, were front running for these. So this, if the 40s break, or better to say it goes bid with a decent amount of contracts, then they're probably going to push the market up. Why, you may ask? Because they don't want to be in this trade anymore. Okay, that's basically it. buyers become slightly aggressive on the bond. Okay. Now we can see this is probably spoof. Okay, you can see bids are now, or better to say, the bid side is starting to get interested, and 39s, 40s. Come on. If I don't get my fill, it's okay. I mean, but 16 isn't that strong, so that's why I pulled my order. Okay, 400, yeah, but I wouldn't have got the fill anyway, so I don't care. So we will probably now push a bit up. And notice that's pretty important. On the 4Ds we had this uh, bigger guy. Okay, probably. I mean, yeah, it was a spoof. Yeah. Um, so and the important thing thing about trading is you don't want to basically chase a trade, because I put my limit order at 41s, or no, 40s, yeah. And basically what I did, well, yeah, 40s. And basically what I did is I waited if I uh, get my fill, yeah. I didn't get my fill, and regardless of that, I just pulled my order. But yeah, what I basically did, or at least what I thought is, the market went a bit on the 41s, um, and I didn't really saw some aggressive buying coming in. So that's the first thing why I pulled my order. And the second thing is I didn't want to chase a trade, because even though if I uh, went to market at 41s, you can see that the buyers are currently not that strong. Okay, now we can see that the sellers um, overwhelmed the buyers. So yeah, just wanted to say that, because that's pretty important if you want to become profitable. I mean, I am uh, right now currently a break-even trader, but uh, in the year, I don't know how long I traded, probably like 3 years with demo, um, or 3 years with demo and real money, of course. But what I basically noticed is every time I chased a trade, I got wrecked. Um, yeah. Then what's also important is, and that's happened to me recently, sadly, that uh, if you are trading, okay, or still learning to trade, I mean, it's important to know how to trade every market. I'm not saying that it's bad to know how to trade the DAX, the BUND, the 30-year, and so on. But what I mean is, just pick your market, okay? If you're starting out with your real account, or I don't know, buying a shitty ass prop firm. I don't care. But if you do stuff like this, uh, it's important to just firstly focus on one contract and then scaling into some other contracts. So uh, with that, I just want to say that recently I've tried to trade the S&P 500. I mean, it's not bad to trade, okay? I'm not saying that I can't, but uh, what I want to say is faster markets like the S&P, Nasdaq, the DAX are not really something for me, okay? Maybe something for other traders, but not for me, okay? So that's why I picked the CB 30-year contract, the BUND, and the EURO STOXX 50. Why the EURO STOXX 50, you may ask? That's because, I mean, uh, from more experienced traders, I talked with them, and they said, yeah, the EURO STOXX is basically trading how the ES traded. I don't know how many years ago. I think 5 years ago, or something like that. But and I mean, it's not a bad market. I mean, I really like to trade this. I even made a video about it. Um, about a great setup that is sadly didn't take, but yeah, I mean, and it's pretty good for trading with correlated markets because um, let's say if the DAX is just dumping, okay, um, the Euro Stocks is a bit delayed in this case, and I'm not saying like 30 seconds or something like this, okay, but like 2 seconds or something, or yeah, I think 2 seconds. That's about it. But and it's pretty great to trade breakouts with this. I mean, loving it, really. Uh, Currently, the 30-year just uh, trading in a small range between 16s and 13s to 12s. So just the basic range for this. And for those guys who are currently watching me trade, or at least I don't know how long this recording go. 1 hour and 4 minutes. I mean, my respect that you're still watching this, but what I want to say is that I'm probably going to make more or at least upload more uh, recordings of my trading session because I currently don't have much time to just pick a trade setup and then make a 30-minute video of this. But yeah, so probably going to be more videos about me trading. But yeah, okay. Currently, uh, the Bund has printed a new candle, okay, new 5-minute candle with a negative delta of 1734. Pretty big in my opinion. So could trade a breakout out of this candle, but not seeing any aggressive sellers. Okay, the 30-year just went bit on the 16th. Now let's see how many contracts they trade right into 17th. The EURO STOXX coming into his previous support, now resistance. That is at 48s and 49s. Could look into this. Pretty big order, and in the 30-year treasuries with 1800 at 18s, ironically. Not that much contracts trading into it. 55, not real much. I mean, you could try to front run this, but the reason why I'm not doing this is because the ZB is really manipulated, if you can call it like this, say it like this, because a lot of spoofers are in the treasuries. I mean, you could try it, but probably if 17s goes bit, there probably will be a lot of pulling going on. Probably going to be a reversal on the Euro STOXX because the volume is drying out. And I'm not taking this information from the DOM for those who are watching. I'm taking this basically from my one tick chart. I have 3 charts, one for the BUND, Treasury, and the EURO STOXX. It's really tempting to trade, or at least put a limit order into 17s. To try that out. Okay, no, not tracing the trade, not doing this. Would have been a great trade. Now let's see what's going on the bid. Because they pulled a lot of, yeah, they pulled a lot of orders. as the market went down. Okay. Nasdaq just rallying up, but the DAX isn't doing anything right now. You can try to long this, but it's pretty risky. Yeah, could try to long the EURO STOXX. Okay, Euro is trying to go up again. Okay, getting pretty interesting. Oh, market opened 2 minutes ago, so that's why the Nasdaq is so extremely volatile now. Okay, 700 right here. Now the Nasdaq is falling. Okay, not really any news today. Okay, again, volume is drying out. Probably, if it is not going to rise, the Euro STOXX will reverse again. Could even try to long this, but it's a pretty risky trade, and I don't really want to take a lot of risk right now. Using the correlated markets, You could even potentially long this. I mean, there is a reason, but we need to see what the main market says, and the main correlated market, in this case the DAX. Again, in my perspective, the EURO STOXX is currently a market that is not good to trade in this moment, because the Nasdaq is just pumping through the roof. But the DAX is still hanging out in the lows. I mean, you can hear that I'm not that English is not my language. I mean, it's so hard to pronounce stuff. Okay. Can't really find the setup on the CB right now because we broke the support, but yeah, I don't know, I just can't find the trade right now. I mean, right here you can see 1300 contract sitting right there. I mean, you could front run this by no means. Okay, it's not bad, but it's pretty risky. Okay, I mean, you could try it, but we need to see how many contracts are trading into this. Yeah, just pulling. Okay, so it's pretty risky to front run stuff on DCB. In general, treasuries. Bit of a skew on the Bund and the Treasury. 30-year. We have about 10,000, yeah, on the bid, on the Bund and on the 30-year, and 13k on the 30-year, and now, yeah, now 10, or not now, but 50 contracts away from 10,000 on the Bund. Basically just hanging out right here. Because of the skew, it could potentially even go up again on the Bund. Bund, I say, on the 30-year Treasury, because the volume is trying out too. So Nasdaq pumping through the roof. Okay. It could fall, because on the Nasdaq we see on the volume profile a lot of or at least 2 little spikes. I mean, you could try to short this. It's pretty tempting right now to short the EURO STOXX. I mean, small reloading at 41. 700, 4 contracts away from 800. So if this pops, probably going to try a short, because yeah. But it's pretty hard to say what to do right now. but I'm pretty bullish on the Bund and on the treasuries, because the yield is just dropping, and in general the market profile and under other indicators say that this could fall, uh, rise, I mean, and the Euro Stocks, Nasdaq, and the DAX are just saying, uh, or at least the market profile just says it into my face. It screams to my face that it's want to that the contracts want to just dump, or at least um, end up negative for today. So just waiting out till the Nasdaq finishes trading that, or trading up, better just say. DAX just falling. Okay. Yeah, just putting a small little order. 42 is going to be my exit. Okay, now just want to see break from 36s to 35s, because this is our support right now. Just, I mean, the area I targeted, or at least the next key area is 5,325. The only reason why I'm holding this trade right now is because the DAX is just dumping. Okay. Putting my stop to break even. Yeah, just exiting this. In great trade. Okay. Wasn't that bad. I'm not going to complain. The reason why I am basically trading with a smaller size is because currently I was in a losing streak, and it just uh, talking about psychology. Okay, if you say it like this in English, um, it's very important. Okay, and I'm getting a bit louder because it is important. Okay, because if you're in a losing streak and you're constantly losing and losing and losing, it I don't care how strong your mentality is, you are going to break. Okay, you're not a robot. Okay, and it's basically, if you're constantly losing, it's it's just bad for you. Okay, so um basically, what you want to do if you're losing, you firstly want to look if your strategy is really working. I mean, if you are trading 5 years, I don't care how long, or at least I care. If it's 1 year that you're trading, it's bad. Maybe you need to look into your trading strategy. But if you're trading for like 10 years or 5 years, 5 years, it's also pretty long. Um, and you're in a losing streak. I mean, and you know your strategy is working. Okay, then in default, or at least the reason why you're losing is not your strategy, but pretty much you. That's most of the time, or at least that's the reason why most traders lose, because uh, n- not the or at least retail traders, it may be psychology and a strategy, but for traders who know their strategy works, it's probably just a psychology, because we are all humans, and uh, even if you're profitable, it's sometimes you're going to have a losing streak, okay? But if you really work on your mentality, it's then the losing streaks should um, be less and less uh, noticeable. Okay, that's probably the right term. I mean, the Bund and the Treasury are currently, or no, just the Bund. The Bund is just, I mean, it rallied in the European session, but now it is just stalling around, if you want to say it like this. I mean, it goes up, it goes down, but not really having a great move. I mean, the EURO STOXX trades a bit, yeah, it has a downtrend. I mean, it has some bigger pullbacks, but it's in a downtrend. Okay, as predicted, the uh, Treasury is again rising, volume is drying out, could potentially uh, be another reversal to the downside. And notice, I mean, uh, I talked with a trader a few days ago. I'm not going to say his name, but he just gave me great advice, or better to say, um, great stuff to watch, so my trading gets better. But in one video that he gave me, uh, basically, this trader talked about volume. Okay, in particular, the not the volume profile, but just the volume bars. Okay, so what you're going to find in normal charts on TradingView. Uh, I think the indicator is just called volume. But basically, uh, this one trader said that if the volume is drying out and we are currently in uptrend, downtrend, I don't care, that this could even potentially indicate a reversal. Okay, and I don't know why, but this moment just is stuck in my head, and basically uh, it improved my trading, or at least now I have a better view over the market. And yeah, that's pretty much a good advice. And also, if you're currently, and I know my channel is small, so probably none of you guys or very few are watching Gary Norden, I think he's called, or in general. Uh, his strategy is called the Norden method. And I looked into it, or better to say, I watched his full course. And what I can say is that his trading is very exceptional. Um, it's not too hard, or at least from my perspective. I mean, I don't trade his strategies just because what I think is that in a lot of his recordings, he's trading just with one contract on the ES. Yeah, ES. And firstly, I think you can't really uh, can't really make a ton of money, but and that's very important. Uh, so for those who are listening, trade if you are trading, okay, and you want to be successful. Your goal shouldn't be the money. It should be your uh, profitability, okay? And what I mean by that is not, oh yeah, I made 10 grand in one trading session, stuff like this. I mean, you see that a lot on Twitter, on YouTube, on TikTok. I mean, the trading industry is just, uh, I mean, in general, trading is good. I find it pretty interesting. I have an obsession about it. But a lot of gurus, if you call it like this, um, basically just made the trading industry um, shitty, if you want to say it like this. Because um, I am a small YouTuber, so I can pretty much gossip about them. Like TJR or ICT or I don't know, Craig Per Coco. Okay, that's those are some gurus, or the trading geek. Bah. Uh, so seriously, I mean, those traders that they can trade can't trade. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of guys will hate me for this, but ICT can't trade. Okay, I mean, looking at the Robbins Cup, he just lost. I mean, how much? 94% or 98% of his account balance. So, and in general, his concepts doesn't work because if you are looking at the fair value gap, okay, that's just the biggest bullshit you're ever going to see. Or TJR, I mean, look at him. It's not like I'm gossiping about his appearance, but how he reacts when he um, wins a trade, or in general how he trades. I mean, it's not like he's emotional, but his concepts also doesn't work. And I think, or I'm pretty sure he sells a course like any other guru. But yeah, just don't look at that stuff. And yeah, and Craig Percoco, I mean, I don't know, that's a pretty big YouTuber that is trading crypto. I mean, I'm also trading this, but um, not like scalping, but more of like investing, if you want to say it like this, long-term trading, or how do you call this? Yeah, pretty much long-term trading, just swing trading. Yeah. So I mean, crypto in general is good, but how he trades, and uh, at least from my opinion, crypto isn't in general great to trade or at least scalp. Yeah. I mean, and if we already talk about traders or at least mentors, or um, channels you want to look out, uh, one channel I would recommend is Miltos Savidius. I think I hope I pronounced that right, but uh, he's pretty great. He made a playlist um, of how he trades or some small concepts. In general, just type in it at YouTube. No, in YouTube. Yeah, Miltos Savidis, and you're going to have a lot of videos how he trades, of how he trades, and uh, you're going to find him on Vutex too. I mean, pretty great firm. Um, Sadly, Vutex, at least I heard that Vutex went pretty much down because uh, I don't know, some traders may lost some money or something like this, but still, the channel is still active, or at least uh, now a bit more active. So look into that. Pretty great. Um, and yeah, I mean, I will, or at least if I don't forget, um, I will probably just uh, link them or um, mark them in the description on YouTube. But yeah, currently the Bund is rising. Bit of pumping, if you want to say it like this. In 50s, small, big, yeah, bigger order. Okay, now the Euro Stocks is just, yeah, it doesn't really trade. I mean, if you watch, if you look at the DOM, one contract, or the last volume was one contract, just sitting there. The next key level on the Bund is going to be 3059 that I marked. The next key level on the Treasury is going to be at 113.22 because there is a low volume node. It could even it could now make a small reversal because the volume is stalling out. I'm now going to watch how the ZB trades. You could front run this. Pretty interested in that now. We'll probably put 2 limit orders on 13 cent, or better to say, we'll front run the 20s. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. There's news coming out. I forgot to say that. There's news coming out, and so now US lending index, leading index came out. I mean, it's pretty now the doesn't have a great impact on the market. Pretty much today is just some small news, so not really. Okay, went bid at 19th. Yeah, now just spoofing. looking at the volume, I mean it's a bit, it looks, yeah, on the Bund and on the Treasury, the volume is drying out a bit, so could indicate a reversal, but no signs of that happening soon, or at least, I mean, here some bigger orders, but probably again just another spoof. 50s, the limit order stays. Seems like it stays strong. Okay, now we got the numbers of the US leading index. Previous minus 0.1, forecast minus 0.3%, actual minus 0.3%. So as expected, yeah, still doesn't have any, or at least not a strong impact on the market. Volume starts to rise on the Bund, so probably no reversal happening in the next few minutes. Okay, real order in the Treasury, could short it, yeah, going to try it. My stop is at 22s. Just going to take one tick out of this. Front run isn't really a trade you want to hold for 5 ticks. What we now want to see is some heavy selling coming into 20s. Okay, it was pretty weak seconds ago. Five-year went bit. Okay, went down again. Come on. Okay, now we want to be careful. Okay, still a lot of spoofing going on. What I have noticed is we sold at value. Currently seeing that. Yeah. I mean, if the sellers are not starting to get aggressive, I'm most likely to try and scratch that trade. Come on. Probably going to scratch that. Doesn't seem like the sellers are going to be hitting anytime soon. Ironically, now it will be. They probably now will trade out 20s. Okay. Yeah, now then getting a bit more aggressive. But hey, stuff like this happens, okay? You're just following your plan. Looking into the EURO STOXX, you're seeing that on the 43s, we are seeing a limit of 1000 contracts. Okay, pretty big. We're still sitting in the range between 50s and about 46s. So we could even try to maybe take a breakout if the DAX, and the Nasdaq and the ES are going to pump. Whoops. Okay, buyers on the 30-year Treasury getting a bit more aggressive. Sellers still just doing pretty much nothing. Only retail traders are selling, like right here, one contract. Okay, yeah, as you can see, probably if I hold it a bit longer, the trade would have probably got me out for a 1 tick profit. But yeah, stuff like this happens. Okay, and that's also very important if you are trading. Okay, and you exited your position, and you had a reason. Okay, and then you're still trying again to re-enter into the same price. Okay, or just following. Okay, pretty much what I want to say is you're going to get fucked if you're doing stuff like this. Okay, looking for a small little long. The DAX is going to rise. Okay, pushing up a bit now, but yeah, I missed my entry. Nope, don't want that anymore. That's also very important. Know your market. Okay, basically what I just did is I cancelled my order before the market could have reached it. Okay, and now you're seeing the market is just going down a bit. So yeah, by the way, if you're looking at the 30-year Treasury, you could even look for a trade if the 22s go bid and the 23s will not pull. This could probably indicate for another short. Volume is rising a bit, so probably will go bid even at 22s. So if I wouldn't have got my film, I would have been out now. Because okay, it seems like the 23s are also real. That's good. If they will not pull, then we need 1500 or 1600 traders or 1600 contracts to go bid at 23s. Okay. I mean, now it's a great time to front run on the 30 year, or at least you're seeing a lot of real orders, what is at least in my opinion not very usual. Okay. British pound at its highs. Yen is also a bit more to the upside. Okay, 23 is just pulled a bit, not that great if you're short, even if just 45 contracts are hitting into this. Not a great position. You're seeing some spoofing. If you are front running, or if you would front run 22s, I would have been out, yeah, like 10 seconds ago, as the market, um, or at least as the ask was trading at 22s. Volume is drying out on the EURO STOXX. If the DAX is going to fall, then probably we will dump. A lot of chopping going on. What I've noticed is that the market, or at least in the US session, the market is chopping a lot. Okay, 2,800 contracts hitting into 22s. Also, if you're breakout trading, or I don't know, um, trading support and resistance, it's also great. I would recommend to firstly use correlated markets to have a bit more confirmation, and using the time and sales. It's what I have noticed is my trading has been improving since I was using the time and sales window, because I can see if the buyers or sellers are hitting aggressively into the market or not. And yeah. Okay. DAX is a bit pushing up. Nasdaq going down. Yeah, on the footprint chart, not seeing anything. Whoa, just happened. Nasdaq just blipped to the upside. That's crazy, because no news came out, or at least I didn't hear anything. By the way, if you guys are interested where I get my voice news, I use Financial Juice. Pretty great. Um, and yeah, if you go elite if you want to say it like this. They sell two um they sell two subscriptions. Both are uh both are basically uh going to be priced quarterly. I hope I pronounced that right. But basically, um you get there if you buy something, one of those two subscriptions, you get a voice quack, real-time headlines, and so on and so forth. Pretty great. I mean, I'm using this. So, yeah, you don't pay much. I mean, if you're early, so if you watch this my video today or even tomorrow, in 12 hours they will cancel uh, their small little um how's it called, their small little event. Okay, let's say it like this. Yeah, basically 67% off, so $69 quarterly or 99, depends on what you buy. Yeah, basically the market is just, yeah, doing pretty much nothing. I mean, oops, pretty much, I mean, I front ran, I don't know, um front run the front run, yeah, basically I just front run the third year, went out, yeah, 3 trades today, or 4, I don't really know. Another small little trading advice, um if you are trading the Bund, the 30 year, and the EURO STOXX, those three markets are slow to medium, so their pace is pretty um pretty good in my opinion. Basically just watch not only what is traded but also a bit above that, um where there may be sitting a bit more contracts, or better to say, where some bigger guys are sitting. Okay, just for example, right here, out on for the freeze on the Euro stocks, we have 814 contracts sitting right here. Pretty big. Okay, if you watched the shots, then you would have seen that there was a pretty big order. I think 12,000 contracts were sitting on the limit. You can rewind it, I think. Just rewind it 2 minutes and just look at chats and you will see that. So that's pretty important. You could, with this information, try to front run this, but I wouldn't recommend this for faster markets like the Nasdaq, ES, DAX. Why? Because they will just go, through those bigger orders, and you just will. Better to say not you, but your account will get fucked. Okay. So yeah. Now I'm not seeing any trade setup for now. I mean, the the Treasury is currently reversing. So okay. That's pretty interesting. 21's real order. If this guy doesn't pull, you could potentially get into this. But there isn't really any seller right now. Okay. Gosh. So basically, we are coming to an end for this small little video that I made. So basically, tomorrow, if I don't forget to stream my trading session, you will get another video. And yeah, I mean, I can't show this now, but wait, let me check that. Can see how much we made today. Better to say. I mean, I will not show my account. Orders. No, that's not that. Positions. No, that's not it. Okay. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. But yeah, basically, how much did we do today? I mean, I think we made about 4 ticks on the EURO STOXX. We'll pause the video for a sec. So yeah, I just looked into this. Not a great session for today. I mean, we pretty much scratched it, and even though we traded with a smaller size, yeah, we basically made 1 point. But yeah, hope you guys had a great trading session, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.